The San Diego City Council will vote on Mayor Todd Gloria's budget later today.
And Mayor Gloria joins us now this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so the vote is happening today. We've been covering this, well, all week, all last week. How are you feeling about the vote today?
I'm positive about it. You know, this is a difficult budget year. We're closing a $170 million gap, and we're doing it without making drastic cuts to neighborhood services. So the extent that we can balance this budget responsibly and make sure that San Diego neighborhoods aren't truly impacted, I think is a good thing, and that's why I think the council will approve my proposal.
When you know, a lot of people, a lot of talk of budget and money, it gets over their head. It's really complicated.
Yeah.
When you hear $170 million gap, you wonder, how did we get here? How did that happen? What changed? Why did we have 170 million? What happened there?
A couple things. One is our COVID relief has ended, and so that's not a recurring resource. We can no longer rely on that to balance our budget. Interest rates are up, home sales are down, so less property taxes. And then the inflation that both of you and all of your viewers deal with. You know, you're paying more for gas, so is the city. Yeah. You have 2 cars, we have 4,000. So you just see the escalating costs that are experienced by the city as well, and we have to deal with it. And we are required to have a balanced budget. We're not like our federal partners that don't have that requirement. We do, so we have to make tough choices.
Talk about the different cuts that we have, and then also what's being added to the budget.
Well, I would say that what's being cut is it's important to contrast it to when the last time we had a deficit of this magnitude. Back in 2010, we had a deficit about this large as well. Yep. What was proposed and what was actually done then? Fire station brownouts, the pairings of rec centers and libraries for closures, 6% pay reductions, a lot of positions eliminated. I was on the city council at that time. I've learned those lessons. That is a very difficult thing to do, and if you can avoid it at all costs. So we're doing a 2% across the board reduction to all departments. That's non-personnel expenses. That's basically like a little less training, less travel, less supplies. You know, let's tighten our belts, right? A lot of one-time resources, things like litigation that has ended, that yields us a settlement, some other sorts of things like that we sort of piece it together. We are betting that the economy will come back. We're expecting the Fed to lower interest rates. We think properties will start selling again, and that this is a temporary situation. So those are the reductions. The increases, there are basically 3 areas of increase. One is around homelessness. San Diegans have been very clear they're unhappy with the state of homelessness in the city. I agree, and so we have a significant increase there. More road repair, because we need to fix the roads, and this is a budget that's going to do that even in tough times. And there's an increase to stormwater repairs across the city. It's an urgent concern. So stormwater, homeless, roads, those are the areas of increase.
Literally all the check marks of what we need to talk about. I wish we had longer. The how in terms of the homelessness crisis. Everybody's tried to come up with so many plans. The proposed shelter on Kettner and Vine. This is an idea, and then there's pushback. There's another idea, and then there's you know that there will be pushback no matter what you do. What do you have to say to the critics who say this is not a good idea? Nobody wants it in their own backyard. That's one of the things. But how do you make this happen? And then people are always going to be opposed to one thing or another.
Well, I'd say 2 things to them. Number one is, what's your alternative? They never have one. My second point would be that the status quo on homelessness is not acceptable. Right. That leaving people outdoors on our sidewalks and unsanitary encampments is harmful to the individual living in the encampment and to the community that surrounds them. And so having a shelter like the one we're proposing at Kettner and Vine, along with the safe parking lot at H Barracks, will help us get a minimum of 1,200 people off the streets, probably significantly more. And that will be a game changer. Our most recent point in time count showed 6,000 homeless people in our city. About 3,000 of them are unsheltered. You can see how 1,200 additional opportunities could be a game changer in reducing this problem that all of us see, that all of us are upset about. And so again, the status quo is not acceptable, and those who argue for the status quo should be asked, what is their alternative?
And okay, and I know that when we say that it can house 1,200 people, a lot of them are saying, well, they don't necessarily want to be housed, and that's why they're on the streets. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I just absolutely disagree. We have many, many shelters today, and they are full. Some of them are non-congregate, but most of them are congregate. They're large sprung structures that are 200, 250, 300 people. They're full. Yeah. And that's why we need additional space. So they say that, but generally the people saying that have never been homeless a day in their life. And they understand that when posed with the choice of sleeping on a sidewalk that is unsafe or coming indoors where there's services, restrooms, food, and the opportunity to address the underlying cause of their homelessness and get off the street for good, they will choose the shelter.
I think the one thing we've learned over the years is homelessness is it's not one simple thing, and it's not just one simple category that can be solved that easily. Otherwise, it would have been by now. I wanted, earlier in the news, we talked about this SDG&E thing where they're trying to go government and this and that. What's your stance on that? Because the city council basically said no, but a lot of folks are upset with SDG&E and the rates, and you mentioned the inflation and everything else. And do you have an opinion on what's going on with SDG&E and they're trying to make it the San Diego Power? Where does the mayor stand on that?
I don't think that this is a time to municipalize energy services. No. I mean, we have our hands full with our water utility, with road repair, with homelessness. To add on a multi-billion-dollar operation to our organization is something that I don't think we're prepared to do, and I would want to make sure that if we did it the right way. Yeah. The fact of the matter is that we are trying to close a budget gap right now. We're not in a position to spend billions of dollars to acquire all of SDG&E's property, and the belief, you say about rates at the electricity level. The city runs our water department, but we're also looking at rate increases there too. So it is not a panacea. It is just a different way of doing it. I'm a proud author of our city's CCA. That's where you can choose an alternative to SDG that is available today if San Diegans want it. They provide slightly lower rates. So I understand the desire for competition that exists, but bringing that in-house I think is something that's not doable right now.
All right. Mayor Todd Gloria, big day for you ahead. We thank you for kind of getting up early and doing this for us. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good to see you both.